Okay, in task 3 looks a little bit complicated. It looks a little bit complicated, but we will be using most of the things that we've used, most functions, and most maybe we'll also use some referencing for this one. Okay, let's just look at it. Okay, so here we need to add an if function to cell B5. So this is cell B5 here. We need to add a function here. So let's say, okay, let's look at the first condition here, because we have 3 conditions. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So increases the insurance quote by 25% if the driver is 25 years old. So if here it is 25, like it is 25 now, if this driver is 25, okay, so we need to increase the insurance cost, this insurance by 25. So we've been given this 25 in this cell D here, this cell D, D1. So we need to increase this by 25%. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so the first condition, we want to increase, says we have to increase the insurance quote by 25%. So we have to increase this basic insurance. So we need to increase this. So we need to first check the condition. So if the driver is, so this is the condition, if the driver, so if the driver is under 25, so this is the age of the driver here. So we need to click here. Okay, I must remove this. Okay, click again. So if maybe there's something like plus like this, and then you click on this here, then this is wrong, because it's supposed to be just what? B3. It's supposed to be just B3. Okay, so we need to check if B3 under, so B3 should be less, under 25, not 25 and under 25. So it's less than what? Less than 25. Okay, less than 25. So if it was 25 and under, it will be less or equal to 25, but in this case it's 25 under 25. So what are we supposed to do? So we're supposed to increase this quote, we're supposed to increase this by 25%. So it's this plus 25% of this, 25% of this. 25% we need to multiply by what? Multiply by 25% is 0.25. 0.25. Why did you get 0.25? We said 25 divided by 100. 25 divided by 100. So Bodmer's rule. Okay, Bodmer's rule should put this in brackets. We want to start by getting this one. This is the Bodmer's rule now. So this bracket here, we need to evaluate 25 over 100 first using the Bodmer's rule. So that's why we put this in brackets, and then we evaluate the basic insurance, which is in B1, multiplied by what we've evaluated, multiplied by the 25%. Okay, so if, okay, maybe if this is false, okay, maybe let's just leave it like that and click okay. Maybe the brackets will confuse us here. Okay, maybe let's just click okay. So it will display false here. It will display false because we didn't tell Microsoft Excel want to display if the value is false. Okay, maybe if, let's just put in 23 here, so it has multiplied this by the final insurance is the financial insurance increased by 25%. Okay, so let's put back the 25 here and go back to this formula. It's not done, so this here, if you look at our Excel formula, this is the logical test, okay, separated by brackets, by commas. This is firstly the logical test. As you can see, the logical test is now in bold, and then a bracket, so it means everything else is up until to this red bracket. It means it is the value if true. So if I want to put the value if false, as you can see here, there is a comma. Okay, maybe I can just click f of x here, but I can just type in a comma again. So now I'm in value if false, but let me use this one to be a little bit safer. So what do I want to do now? I want to evaluate the second condition here. I want to evaluate this second condition. Decrease it by 25% if the driver is over 25. So I want to decrease this by 25%. Okay, can just say, type in if, okay, close the if bracket. So this is my if now up here. Put inside these brackets, the if brackets. Please don't make a mistake by putting maybe outside the bracket. You need to put inside now this maroon brackets here, so that to see that it is another if. As you can see, if I'm putting it outside this bracket, it's giving me problems because it thinks that now it is the logical function of, it is the value if false of this if here. Okay, so I have to put it inside the bracket, the logical test. So now I want to check if the age is greater. The age is greater than 25. So what do I want to do here? I want to increase, okay, maybe I want to decrease now by 25%. Yeah, decrease it by 25%. So it's B1 minus, okay, bracket B1 again. B1 I have to multiply B1 by 25%. Okay, maybe let's just say multiplied by 0.25, which is 25%. 25% is simply 0.25. Okay, this will work. Okay, let's say if the driver maybe is 25 now, because we've evaluated when the driver is older than 25, and we've evaluated if the driver is younger than 25, but what's left now is when the driver is 25 years. So what have they said? So here it says there's just no change, so there's no change. I just have to display this value here. Okay, then click OK. So that's why it's displaying the same value here, because the driver here is 25 years old. The driver is 25 years old. Okay, another thing, okay, what we should also note here in this one, okay, we multiplied by this 25%, but Microsoft Excel had already in this example here, they've already given us this 25% here. Okay, they've already given us this 25%, so I can simply multiply by this 25% over here. Maybe not use this one. Okay, let me go inside this one, this formula, not multiply by the 0.25 here, but use this cell which is D1. Use the cell which is D1. Okay, so I will still get the same. I will still get the same fail, the same result as this one. Okay, let's see if the driver is maybe 12 years. Okay, then I'm getting, because they said the bonus should increase by 25%. So plus 250 if the driver is maybe say 67, which is greater than 25, then it will decrease the insurance cost by 25%. Okay, so we're done with this one. Now we will now look at task 4 on the next video. We'll look at task 4 on the next video.